Hello there, welcome to Truth and Tears podcast. My name is Maureen, and I'm so excited to be with you today. This is a program where we dive into real talks behind marriage, relationship, business, and so much more. The truth is, there's so many questions about life, and the truth is, we don't really have the answers to your questions, but we promise to give you ways on how to navigate through life. With me again is a beautiful somebody that you've seen before. Z, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Zika Okeke, popularly known as Zika Okeke.
What do you do?
I'm the creative director of Zenith Prints and Surprises, located in Ore.
So good to have you again.
Thank you.
So, I know you're very popular on social media, and that's your online vendor.
Yeah.
So, I want to ask about this social media rave. Is there any have you ever faked your success or happiness on social media?
Success, happiness. Thinking about success, yes, I have, and that should be 2021
Okay.
when I started this printing of a thing. I would go on social media, I will pick people's jobs. 2021, I'll pick people's jobs, right? Like a printer like me, but a higher,
Person.
yes, colleague. So I'll pick their jobs, copy their write-ups,
Wow.
and I would post it on my Facebook and on my WhatsApp to make it look like I was doing a
Doing
great a
something.
great job. And yeah, it was my own part of fake it till you make it, and it
Mm,
actually helped me. Yeah, it helped me because I think I posted a lot of people's job till I got my first order 2021 from a lady, a woman who was outside the country. That was my first time of having money, like seeing hundreds and thousands of,
wow.
because I got about 74 t-shirts to print. I sent samples that were not mine because I've not done any job before, but I was confident that okay, yeah,
It's
I
something
can.
you can do.
Yeah. So when she asked for samples, she said she has been seeing my job that is not mine. So I sent it, and she sent in money. I nearly went crazy. I was like, is this how it feels to fake something? you know. But that was that. After that, I started getting jobs. Like it just felt like that woman's order was a gateway to.
Opening order.
Yes, I started getting orders
So
mainly
are
from
you
Olo.
of the school of thought that you need to fake it till you make it on social
It
media?
worked for me. I don't know if it can work for everybody, but it's
I
like
think there was someone that
sincerely.
someone testified in one tweet. I'm not supposed to call the name. I think the girl testified of she having a building, I be
That
a
one, that
house.
kind fake it is too
It's
much.
too
It's all too evident.
it's people are landed her in the police cell.
Oh my
So me, I
god.
think you just have to apply wisdom in
Yes,
doing it, and
fake it in a way that when people look at you, they would actually say, "Okay, yes, you
and you
can
can
do."
deliver that kind of job.
Yes.
Don't fake the one that you cannot do. Fake the one that you can do. Some of my people will tell me, bring any job with a drum. Do the one you can do before you
Exactly.
land inside police. Okay,
True.
moving on to the next question. Do you ever feel as a business person in your 20s that you are running out of time to be successful?
Generally, I am running out of time because
Why the speed? Why you I
speed.
mean, yeah, a fine girl. I mean, you can just have that sit down, get married to an Odogu Parara, nice trend. Most
No.
girls are not searching for that kind of thing. So why are you bent on having your own source of income? Why is this the need to make it fast?
Firstly, Odogu Parara wouldn't have gone for Onyenweya
Mm,
if the lady was not working.
mm,
That was the first thing he mentioned when he came to her, right? So if you're a lady and in your 20s and you're relaxing for Odogu Parara, I got paragena aga because by the time you realize it, you're already 30 and you've not achieved nothing, right?
mm,
So being in your 20s, you should be pressured.
mm.
Like not like pressured, like pressured to go and do bad things to achieve it. but you should be pressured in the sense that you wouldn't. For me, I've always been a lady that loves to have her own money. Well, even right from I was a kid, I was staying with my aunt. She has all the money. This thing of Zika, you are spoiled. It was from her because I had everything at my beck and call. You get, but even at that, I would still go out like in her back and sell some stuffs to get my own money and save in my saving box, right? So I've always been that lady that wants her own money. And with how old I am, not so old, but I have a lot of things I want to achieve. And I wouldn't want my kids to go through some certain things I went through after I left her place because I started suffering when I left her place. I started seeing life in another, like before I don't know say that they eat food without without now without meat now.
Yeah.
But in my auntie's place you can eat 3, 5, 10 meats. Even now as if I go there I can pack all the meat and eat. So I started learning those things. Even oily rice, I started seeing it as fried rice after I left her
Wow.
place, you know. I suffered a lot and I wouldn't want my kids to go through same thing I went through. So if you're in your 20s, your 30s, you should be pressured to make life easier. If not for yourself, for your kids. It has a lot of negative effect
So you're
on.
not of this school of thought that if you have small money, just buy wig, invest in
No,
wigs, invest in
wigs.
iPhone 16. In what else do they even wigs invest again? You just buy the Lambo thingy and the likes
No,
of.
no, no, no. I'm an Igbo woman, like a full-fledged Igbo woman. Igbo women know they do like that. If you're a
Mm,
full Igbo girl, Igbo ladies are known for investing. I will odoziaku. So
mm,
you don't come and you're buying wigs and your my first million I used it to buy a land. I'm 23.
wow.
So I can actually buy wigs, buy iPhone and but well if you're smart and you're looking at future purposes, you should know that you should be doing things that would generate more income in the future. Wigs cannot, instead of buying wigs, you buy gold, right?
Mm.
It's something you know that it will give you more income in the future. So that is, I mean, I don't know for other people, but that is for me. That is for me. Me, I love money.
You love money.
And yes, I don't want my kids to
Have
suffer.
you ever felt pressured or somehow when you see your peers making it?
Even now like this I feel pressured, like even as I'm in this podcast right now, because I've always wanted to have something like this, and when I see people doing the kind of thing I want to do I get pressure, but in a positive way.
Yeah.
Not like I get it makes me want to sit up and Zika, see now you're slacking back, you're supposed to start pushing this thing. See, this person I've started. I use it as a medium to push myself to be better, but not in the way like I'll start getting jealous. Or I don't think I have a spirit. The only thing I knew I was battling with before was pride, right?
Okay.
But jealousy, I don't think I've been there before.
What about having inferiority complex when you see your peers, your
No.
secondary school mates, probably that made it, that married, and the likes, they have given birth? Some people feel that way though.
Yes, some people do feel that way, but one, I don't know, but one amazing thing about Zika is, in as much as I've not attended a whole lot, like I've not gotten a whole lot of things in life, but even at that, when people see me, maybe it's because I'm overconfident in myself. When people see me, they'll be like, Zika, I'm so proud of you. Even people that are in school, I'm not yet in school, like people if I tell you sha you would know. I left secondary school I think 6 or 7 years ago and I've not written my first jam ever,
Wow.
but when people see me they'll be like, Zika, I'm so proud of you, I want to be like you. And those things makes me feel like okay, you're doing a lot or enough for yourself.
As a business person at your age, what are the and as a single person, a single girl working, what's one challenge that keeps reoccurring and sometimes you just want to throw in the towel, but you are here,
Yeah.
you're still pushing.
One challenge I've been like
It
with our
breaks
business.
you, yes, that it keeps reoccurring. Like Some people it could be the main attention. Some people could be the fact that nobody wants to help without somebody sleeping with you. How do you combat that? How do you
You
deal
see,
with that?
that's helping without sleeping. At a point, I thought I was cursed. The fact was I started getting all those advances at a very little age. So when I was now, I've grown and I needed support, to grow my business because I started my business with zero support, right? And for every person I went to, few persons though, they will tell me, okay, now you have to use what you have to get what you need. It felt so bad. Like at a point, self, I even got depressed. In fact, I think at a point I was telling God, God, me, I don't understand. Is it like I thought you say you send men, and to think I was serving God so good, or let me say religiously, so I was expecting, okay, once I knock, bam, the door will be open. Why is it not coming with conditions, right? And these are some of the things ladies out there face. But the thing is, you cannot run away from it.
So how did you deal with yours, and how are you
the
dealing
the
with
only
yours?
way I did with it was doing my thing at my own space instead of waiting, like going for the support and the upgrade. I'm just taking it a step
Step by step.
at a time till when I get there. It doesn't mean like there are not people who helped with zero conditions. Like there are people who helped with zero conditions. Like I have people in my life that pushed me, a lot of them on social media, people that has zero knowledge about Zika, but they just, but there are still people who gave me like the people I wrote long paragraph for, telling them of my condition, and I was expecting, okay, to come easy, and they tell me, oh yeah, come to room 307, you know. It has been like that. So instead of giving into it, because if there was one thing I promised myself at a very tender age, when I started living alone, and I started learning about life lessons, I told myself I'm not going to sleep with any man to get up there.
Hmm.
It's not like I'm doing it because of God, I'm doing it because of
For
myself.
yourself.
So because of that, once they tell me that, I'll tell them, okay, thank you, sir, because I don't want to break bridges. Thank you, sir. I'll leave the chat. Or most of the time, I clear it so that I'll not
Also
start
probably,
building
also
grudge.
probably, someone hacks into your
Yes, and
Facebook and
see it.
decides they will
So
not see the fact that you
you
turned it down.
yes,
They see the fact
yes,
that you went ahead
exactly.
with
So
such.
I cleared the chat, then I started building it a little by little, little by little. It's tough, right? It's tough when you sometimes I look at people I started before and they have all the support, because I know people I started printing before, they have all the support, they have the machines. The machines is like millions and millions of naira, right?
Hmm.
And they are doing so good at me, I'm still patching and patching, so all those kind of things. But then, being a female, a young girl in business, these are part of the things you have to experience. So, but with God by our side, would do great and mighty things.
I love that. I love that. We're not doing so much today. I know that I know that these challenges, especially in business, can be very, very, very annoying. How I want to find out something. What inspired your business? Because the truth is, you can decide not to do business and still be a soft girl. Why? What's this inspiration? And what would you tell those people at your age? What
Mm.
advice? Because we're rounding up. What advice would you give to them? What inspired you to do what you want to do, to do what you're doing now?
Okay, I if you've followed me since 2021 on my new social media, that's the Zika okay, I've shared the story many, many times, right? Because I'm a storyteller.
Hmm.
Did you know the funny part? What inspired me was hunger. That day, I think 3 days straight, I didn't eat. Okay, the whole thing, let me just get you back to the whole story. I left my family house, like my mom's house, at a very teenage age.
Hmm.
I think around 17, 16 years or thereabouts, 17, 18 years, thereabouts. And I started living alone because I wanted to train myself on what life actually means. So as I found day, I think 3 days, I know seafood chop.
Wow.
Jesus! And I was working in a fast food, but the manager was throwing advances. Like, since I was a kid, since Zumji Mario Joe, I know evil and I know good. Men have been trying to defile Zika or KK, so it wasn't a surprise to me. So the last job I had before I went on that 3 days hunger strike, I was working in that fast food because the man was throwing advances at me. I'll come to sweep his office, he will hit my ass and stuff like that. And that day I came to work quite late, around to 7, and he slapped me. And I knew the reason he slapped me, he gave me that sounding slap, was because he was angry I've not given in to what he wanted. As I can't open the gate, I opened the gate, finished the whole thing, did my calculation, and everything corresponded. I picked my ice cream because they gave me ice cream. Some of the customers gave me tips, gave me ice cream and stuff like that. Because if I smile, you will give me something. So I picked everything and I left the work. I told myself, as I was leaving that gate that day, I told myself I'm not going to work for anybody again, because that was the height of it, right? And I now went home. I took my salary too. I took my salary. I paid myself that money before I left. So as I can't carry that money, I used the money to do one or two things. I think I used it to buy butter as property in my house. Then the money now finished. 3 days I did not see food to eat. And I was there thinking, okay, what am I going to do? Because I can't start looking for another job. And I told myself I'm not going to work anywhere again. And my friend, my ex, the one I mentioned earlier, was like, okay, maybe you should start printing. And in my own knowledge, I know printing are for men. Like, all my life, I've been seeing only men doing printing, and they usually look quite dirty with their trousers, and because they deal with a lot of
Machine,
painting
yeah.
and yeah. So I was like, me, I cannot do that kind of work. Oh. They shorty boy, shorty, what happen? So it was like, you're very stubborn. If you like, you take. If you like, because me, if you tell me something, if I tell you I know they do, I know they do. Uh-huh. Unless Holy Spirit comes and says, Zika, or yeah, do it, right? So that was that. So after he told me that, and I went online, I started research. I didn't tell him. I went online, I started researching about printing, and I thought, okay, some ladies are doing the printing thing, so I can actually do it. I started stealing their samples. That was how,
How you
but
started?
it was hunger.
Hunger inspired you.
Yes, hunger. Jesus.
So, what advice would you give to young ladies like you out there?
Oh, God. One of the advice I would give to them is to just hold God. You cannot remove the God factor from business.
Hmm.
Many times. I have been duped many times in the sense of trying to upgrade. And
Hmm.
I know it was because I was doing it in my own understanding.
Hmm.
I did not involve God. I was doing it. I did not even involve people that are higher than me. I was doing it, okay, Zika, you can do it. But you cannot really do it
Hmm.
because you need God's direction in every step. You can even buy the machine and it will be that they gave you China made. So you need God to tell you, okay, go to this place, do this thing this way, do this particular content, do this and do that, right? You need God in every step of your business.
You
You need
need
God.
God.
You need your character to be in check. If you're a terrible person as an individual, it will affect your business. I
Hmm.
learned that too, because then I was, who goes you? If you want go, you go. That time, I don't send you. That time, I did not send anybody. I was ready to lose any clients, because make sense. I had a lot of people coming to me because I was delivering good, but then I lost friendships. I lost big customer base. My character was bad and it was affecting my
On your
business.
business.
I had very hot temperament. Before you talk one, I have talked 20, and I can type very fast. I will hold phone like this. I have type five. You know. So if you have a thing of a bad character, you need to fix it,
Hmm.
unless it will
Ruining your
affect.
business.
People will not come to you. People will not want to even have anything to do with your brand, and you'll be thinking it is bad sales. It's not bad sales.
It's
It
your
is
car.
because your character dey bad, right?
Have you guys heard? Change your character and
Yes,
have the
change
God
factor,
factor.
right? Yes, very, very. And again, save. Oh, that time, shawarma. Oh, anyway, shawarma is thunder fire you. It's not like thunder fire you fire you, but let it fire you. Because every money I get, I will be eating shawarma. Every money I get, I will be drinking perfect. Any money I get, I will use it. I wasn't getting any savings because I always think, okay, customers will always come, but it's not always like that. And the thing it will make you do is it will keep you at a spot. You will be seeing sales, you will be seeing people will be coming, but you will not see any
You can't
upgrade.
account for whatever thing you're
Yes.
doing.
So have a thing of saving, no matter how little it is. Like save, 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 save. Have God, build a good customer base, and have a good character to sustain them. Then save.
Save, yeah.
That's just it.
Thank you so much, Zita. I hope you've heard from her, a
Yeah.
young entrepreneur
Yeah.
making it
So
and hitting it big. So, ladies out there, Gen Z's out there, work hard. There's no shortcut to this thing. Once you have
yeah.
the God factor, you have a good character, and you have the ability to save, not to buy iPhone 6 or those expensive weed. Trust me, you are set to make it in life. Once again,
Yeah.
thank you so much for watching Truth and Tears. Of course, you can always leave your comments, your questions on the comment section, and we're sure to help you navigate life. Till I come your way again, thank you so much for watching. This is Truth and Tears saying bye.
Bye.